So friends, today I'm going to explain amazing Indonesian horror supernatural movie that was released recently in February. The name of this movie is Waktu Maghrib. I hope you'll enjoy this female jinn-based horror story. So without wasting any time, let's jump straight into the story. The movie begins with three children, Wati, Rojat, and Carter, playing in an open field. Slowly, evening starts to fall. Wati tells them that they should go home because in their village, it is strictly forbidden to stay outside during Maghrib time. People believe that evil forces roam freely during this hour. But Rajat and Carter ignore her and continue playing. While playing, Carter's stick falls inside a hole in the woods. When he tries to pick it up, suddenly, a hand grabs him from inside the hole. He gets terrified and struggles to pull his hand out. At the same time, an eerie voice starts calling Wati. She freezes, and then suddenly something begins pulling her away into the darkness. She screams for help. Rajat rushes to save her. Meanwhile, Carter somehow manages to pull his hand out, but one of his fingers gets cut off. He starts crying in pain and fear. And right here, the scene shifts. "30 years later, now we see two boys, Saman and Adi, running towards school because they're late. On the way, they meet Carter, but now he looks completely different. He has become mentally unstable and lives alone in the forest, wandering like a madman. When Saman and Adi reach school, their teacher Miss Warrow gets angry and punishes them, as they are always late. In their class, there is also a girl named Ayu, who is very smart and Miss Warrow's favorite student. After school, Saman and Odi go to Ayu's father, Mr. Marto's shop. Saman's job is to deliver honey, but because he keeps coming late, he often forgets. Mr. Marto warns him that if this continues, he'll complain to his older brother Samuin. On the other side, Ayu regularly brings food to Carter. When she meets him, Carter tells her to go home quickly because evening is approaching, and he has experienced something terrible in the past.
Pale. Pale.
Apa gue berani?
Ayo cuma mau nganterin makan malam buat Pak Le.
Wes, bali. Selak surup.
Pak Le.
Bali.
At the mosque, the ustad advises all the children to never stay outside during Maghrib, because that is when evil becomes active. Meanwhile, at home, Saman lives with his paralyzed grandmother. She cannot speak or move. His older brother Samuin works very hard to support the family. When Samuin finds out Saman didn't deliver the honey, he gets furious and slaps him, warning him not to make the same mistake again. That night, Saman sees a strange shadow inside the house, but it suddenly disappears. He thinks it might just be his imagination. The next day, Saman again goes late to school and gets punished. In the evening, while going somewhere in a van, Saman gets angry and says something terrible. He wishes death upon someone. and shockingly, that very night, Miss Warrow is attacked by a horrifying old lady-like creature and gets killed. It's as if Saman's words came true. The whole village is shaken. Soon after, Saman starts seeing Miss Warrow's ghost, and then that same terrifying old woman appears again and finally possesses him. Now Saman is no longer normal. Under the control of that evil entity, he kills his own brother, Samuin, and then brutally slaughters chickens, filling bottles with their blood and delivering them as if it were honey. The villagers are horrified. No one understood when it started, but Carter did, because he was already infected. The thing is now inside Saman. Body made him do the unthinkable. He killed his own brother. And that was just the beginning. Now it's spreading from house to house, from shadow to shadow. No one is safe anymore.
Dugaan Pak Le benar. Dia itu jin. Umuk Sibian ada di dalam dirinya. Dia itu jin. Pemangsaan.
That afternoon, her uncle gave her a strange object. He said it came from a village where something unnatural had spread. She didn't think much of it. She took it home. She was already feeling sick and very tired. Later that day, her new teacher came to visit her. He said he just wanted to check on her, but the moment he entered the room, she felt something strange. Something was off. The air felt cold, heavy. The teacher stood still, staring at her. Then slowly she froze in fear. But the thing in his body couldn't come closer, because the object was still with her. The teacher leaned slightly forward.
Jangan percaya tahayul yuk. Nanti kamu celaka.
Carter knew this wouldn't stop on its own. That night he prepared a ritual to end it. Strange symbols covered the ground. He stood in the center, whispering words no one should hear. But something was already wrong, because at that same moment, the entity had found someone else, a young boy far away. Near the water, he walked slowly, as if someone was calling him. Behind him, his little sister cried, "Brother, stop. Please come back." But he didn't listen. Step by step, he moved closer to the dark water. Something was waiting. There, something unseen. Back at the ritual, the flames suddenly flickered. The air turned cold, and then a shadow appeared behind Tartar. Girl, standing silently, watching him, her face pale, her eyes empty. She slowly smiled. Tartar stopped chanting. He could feel it. They were not alone, and the voice came, again soft. But everywhere, "You're too late." Things get worse when Addy also starts behaving strangely. Slowly, it becomes clear that he too is being influenced by something dark. Carter, who knows the truth, keeps making amulets to protect people. He believes that a powerful entity known as the Black Mother is behind all of this, a jinn that feeds on children. Eventually, the truth is revealed. The new teacher, Miss Ning, is actually that evil jinn. She admits everything. She was the one who possessed Saman and Addy. She was the one controlling everything from the shadows. Even the ghosts we saw, like Miss Poro, were actually trying to protect the children. But they were powerless against this powerful entity. Ayu finally understands the truth and teams up with Carter to stop the jinn. In the climax, Carter does something he was always afraid of. He gives the azan. As the sound of the azan echoes, the jinn starts weakening. The sky begins to change. Morning approaches, and the jinn is forced to retreat. Addy is finally saved, but the story doesn't end there. In the final scene, we see another village, another child, and the same evil presence, returning again, which means it was never destroyed. It just moved on to its next victim, and boom, that's where Whack the Maghrib ends.